Hey there. Let me ask you a question. Who are you? No, not your name, not your job. I mean the you behind your eyes, the thinker of your thoughts, the feeler of your feelings, the pilot in the cockpit of your brain. It feels like a single, solid thing, right? A CEO calling the shots. But what if I told you that the you you've known your whole life is a beautiful, convincing, and necessary illusion? Don't worry, this doesn't mean you don't exist. It means you're far more amazing and complex than a single CEO. You're not a commander, you're a bustling parliament. There's no single leader. Instead, dozens of specialized systems are constantly debating, processing, and voting all at once. The feeling of I is the consensus that emerges from this chaotic, collaborative process. And to make sense of all this chaos, your brain has a brilliant but sneaky employee, the storyteller. This storyteller, often in your brain's left hemisphere, has one job: to take all the decisions, feelings, and actions generated by the parliamentary chaos and weave them into a coherent narrative. It's the ultimate spin doctor, making sure your life makes sense. And the evidence for this? It's mind-blowing. First up, the Libet experiment. Scientists found that before you're even aware of deciding to move your finger, your brain has already started the process. The unconscious parliament votes. Then the storyteller announces, "I have decided to move my finger." You're not the initiator. You're the press secretary taking credit. Then there are split brain patients. In some patients, the link between the two brain hemispheres was severed. In one experiment, researchers showed a picture of a snow scene to the right brain, which can't talk, and a chicken claw to the left brain. The patient was then asked to point to related pictures. Their right brain made their left hand point to a shovel, for the snow. Their left brain made their right hand point to a chicken. When asked why they were pointing to a shovel, the left brain storyteller, which never saw the snow, had to invent a reason. The patient didn't say, "I have no idea." They confidently said, "Oh, that's easy. You need a shovel to clean out the chicken shed." The storyteller will always make up a plausible story, even if it's completely wrong, just to preserve the illusion of a unified self. And we all do this. In choice blindness experiments, people are tricked into defending a choice they never made, giving elaborate reasons without a hint of doubt. Our storyteller is a fantastic fiction writer. But wait, what about the building blocks of the self? Your memories? They change every time you recall them. Your personality? It shifts from the office to a party. Your body? Its cells are entirely replaced every few years. If the ship of Theseus has every plank replaced, is it the same ship? If every part of you is in constant flux, what is the permanent self that remains? If it's an illusion, why do we have it? Because it's incredibly useful. Social survival. You can't make a promise to a chaotic parliament, but you can make a promise to Sarah. The self is a brand that allows us to build trust and cooperate. Long-term planning. The storyteller connects your past self to your future self, allowing you to set goals and build a life. Psychological cohesion. This illusion is a simplifying story that protects us from the overwhelming chaos of a million unconscious processes. It's a necessary user interface for consciousness. So what does this mean for you? It's actually incredibly liberating. For mental health, ever think, "I am an anxious person"? What if you're not a thing, but a process? What if you could step back and say, a wave of anxiety is passing through the system, instead of, "I am anxiety"? This is the power of mindfulness, watching the thoughts without becoming them. For free will, You might not have a magical, uncaused free will, but you have something better. The ability for your brain's systems to learn, reflect, and change their patterns. You're not a puppet, you're a dynamic, adaptive system. For your life, you are not a fixed statue. You are a river, constantly flowing and changing. So, who are you? You are not the author of a single, rigid book. You are an ongoing, ever-changing, beautiful story. A story that your brain is writing, editing, and telling itself, right now, to make sense of the magnificent, chaotic wonder of being alive. The greatest story ever told, and you get to live it.